What's up, M3ers and my music heads? It's been a week, but we are ready to pour into your ears on a great show, I believe, a jam-packed show. By the time Greg and myself are done, you'll be able to successfully answer what you know about disco. On today's show, we're going to discuss mourning the loss of a legend over the weekend. Can winning NPR's Tiny Desk, can that launch your career? And I want you to get ready for all the disco knowledge to be tested in this week's Final Destination. The countdown, the billboards all over the place. We got that in your comments. It's Mixtape Monday, baby. It all starts right now.
What the deal, Pickles, your man, Gregory Thompson, Mr. Drayton. Welcome to Mixtape Not So Mondays. It's Tuesday, thought delay. Had to make you wiggity wait. On today's show, we got a whole lot coming on. And all I got to say is, if it's not news to me,
it's definitely news to me.
Thank you, baby. And this week's is news to me. We have a whole lot of news coming at you straight from Hollywood, all across the country, concerts, tours, all kinds of shit. Randy.
I mean, I want to start with the sad part first to hopefully uplift everyone as the show goes on. But I want to first start with losing Bonnie Tyler. Bonnie Tyler passed away at age 75 on July 8th. She's the known for the Total Eclipse of the Heart. She actually got appointed by Queen Elizabeth II as a member of the Order of the British Empire for her work that she's done in music and humanitarian. She's Welsh-born, so that was pretty awesome.
She is Welsh-born. Born in 1955, she came to America, dropped her first album in a grand total of 1977, and Buddy Rayton is known as the godmother of rock and roll. And she will be missed by her friends and families and her fans. Rest in peace.
I Need a Hero. That song, it's gonna live forever, I think, because it's.
I prefer Total Eclipse of the Heart.
I do too. Commercially, I feel like that song is used in commercials. It's used in video games. I feel like it's gonna be one of those songs that our grandkids are gonna sing.
Turn around, bright eyes. What you got?
All right, so
nope, nobody wants that today. Go ahead.
Not doing that. I bet. So Bone Thugs and Harmony, speaking of maybe things that go on, Bone Thugs and Harmony got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Greg, can you do you remember the names of the members of Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Hell no. I was born in 1973. Are you kidding? I don't even know what I said 10 minutes ago.
They all had bone in the name of it. Does that help you?
Is it Lazy Bone?
Okay. So
Lazy Bone.
Lazy Bone spelled Lazzie. Lazy.
Wait a minute, I was just joking. That's one of them. Really?
That's one.
Crazy Bone.
Yes, spelled Krayzie.
Look at me, I'm getting this.
One more to go.
Or
two more, right?
Shaky Bones.
No, it was a little dog that would like solve mysteries. Little white dog, little red collar. He would go around and solve mysteries.
Scrappy Bone.
And if you got a turkey and you would get it at the end and you would snap it, you would make
one of these. Why are we doing this?
Because it's Wishbone. Anyway, Busy Bone, Wishbone, not the little hot dog, Lazy Bone, Crazy Bone, and Flesh and Bone. Their careers spanned 35 years, believe it or not, in the industry. So they were honored with the star Ice-T and Fat Joe. They actually spoke at the ceremony. Ice-T said, quote, "Usually you only see people like this, like we only get together during bad times," end quote. So it was hosted by Big Boy. Big Boy called them veterans and relevant still to this time. I'm going to say something.
Nope.
Bro,
I
was
mean,
like,
so listen, I know, listen. there are people out there that are copying their style. So, i.e., that makes them, relevant. But I got a question: did they get their star on the first of the month?
Wake up. So here's the deal, right? So, to get a star, you have to be nominated, usually by your label or a fan group of yours. Then you have to pay an application fee that is non-refundable for $275. But you're a star, so I guess you can afford it. And then, do you know how much the star actually costs? $85,000. That comes for making it, keeping it clean, or what have you. Then there's a committee of very, very selective people who are going to comb your entire life's career to determine that you have at least 5 years of career longevity that is relevant to them giving you the star.
Sir, I didn't want to interrupt you, so I'll let you continue as I ate my delicious catfish.
Sounds tasty. $85,000, $85,275 to be exact, of your own money to get a star after people say, yeah, I guess you deserve something.
Okay, on that note, we got to go on to other news. I can't. Who would want that?
Well, here's the other reason why I brought it up before we go any further. I had to find out why they would still be considered relevant. They had a single that got released over Christmas. The song is actually called Over. Are you familiar with it? Mm-hmm. It's preachy, but it got all 5 members of the group back. I don't dislike them. I always got them confused with Crucial Conflict. It was that era of music that either
Let's tell the truth, shame the devil. Let's tell the truth, shame the devil.
Okay.
The single was terrible. The group is marginal.
Fair enough. All right. So other news that I have, that the person's still alive, so I didn't show it earlier, but it's sad. Huey Lewis. He suffers from a severe near total hearing loss. It's called by Meniere's disease. He wears a cochlear implant, but that just helps him understand speech. He can't hear music frequencies, and he can't determine pitch anymore, so he's had to retire from music.
I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe they can find a new drug. Maybe they can find a new drug.
I mean, it's hip to be square.
Let's see what we did.
My favorite Huey Lewis in the new song is "The Power of Love" from Back to the Future.
No, I have to say mine is probably a new drug. I want a new drug.
I want a new drug. I mean, the 80s was good for them. Yeah, I feel bad for him, though. What you got, man?
Yeah, but,
I mean, he's still alive, so that's good.
Yeah. And he seems to be the nicest guy in the world, actually.
I like to think.
I don't know. I'm going to take you to the movies right quick. Starting on Thursday, July the 16th, we're going to get Christopher Nolan's epic, The Odyssey.
Looking forward to it.
It is getting huge buzz now because I thought Randamorian and I were the only crazy people looking for the 70 millimeter IMAX.
Sad, but no. Everybody
there is. Yes, there is the story I'm bringing you today. There is a rush, according to my papers here. There is a rush on seats for the 77 millimeter IMAX show of the Odyssey. They're adding shows that start at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m.
The dumbest thing.
4 a.m. I don't know if it's dumb, but it's definitely.
Well, I mean, it's dumb because they're sold out. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Greg, we talked about this. When that movie's over, it's 6:30 in the morning, and it's sold out. So, I mean, that just shows the power of Christopher Nolan, right?
Well, I'm a movie fucker. I'm a movie fucktastic person. So I used to do the Oscar, all the Oscar movies in one day. Remember when AMC back in the day used to do all the Oscar-nominated films in 2 days or 1 day?
Okay.
Used to run all that on. My dumb ass.
That was you? You went to those?
Yeah.
That was a lot, Greg. This is like 10 or 12 or maybe even 14.
And I did it every year, especially when I lived in D.C. because the theater was so close. I did it every year.
Wow.
And all of they got like a special deal. All the movies were like $30. Some of them I had seen, some of them I had not.
Oh, because they did like a package or something.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, taking it over it's not bad. We went to the big screen. Let's take the boob tube. The daytime Emmy nominations came out today, and my man Randalorian over here and myself, I cannot lie, my family and I congregate around the TV to watch America's not first black soap opera. That would be
Generations on NBC.
Generations on NBC. Definitely the best. Beyond the Gates, set in fictional town in Maryland. 15 nominations. Give it up for the marvelous cast of Beyond the Gates. My girl, my personal friend, Tamara Tooney. Mama, I love you. She is normally a Broadway actor. There was a few snubs in there, but everybody's favorite Timon got,
No. Good old Dollar Bill got not Dollar Bill, but Bill Hamilton got nominated. Carla Mosley got nominated. My girl, Amber Michelle, who plays Eva on the show. I absolutely fucking love her. Eva Thomas, she's amazing. So I'm very happy for her. And outstanding drama and writing. 15 nominations. This could be pretty fucking amazing.
Yes, so we'll see. Hopefully they don't do a Color Purple situation, and they are.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Let's take it back to the movies real quick. Did you know that the state of Tennessee they're wooing Paramount Studios to come to their state, and Paramount Studios is seriously considering it. So keep an eye on. Hollywood is moving to the south. Y'all keep your eye on that, and stay tuned right here, this very network, for more news and entertainment. You can catch Randy during the weekend. We're doing those mixtape minutes. Check us out anywhere where you get your entertainment news. Let's keep it a pump with the show. Randy, what you got?
We had another concert that happened over the weekend, 3 shows and stuff, and it had something to do with the man who came out of the woodwork to, I guess, restake his claim. But some folks are saying some other stuff about him online, and I figured we'd have a conversation.
Jay-Z took his style, okay? This is Big L. If you listen to Big L songs from years ago and you listen to Jay-Z now, when Big L started, Big L put Jay-Z on. Nobody knows this.
Let's go back to the beginning and see how these boys are spitting back in the day. Wait a minute. What is this?
Well, can I? It's never a question of how, but when I rip it, will I quit it, forget it? Still I always a point whenever I hit it.
Oh, no. So when Jay-Z was doing that, what was Big L doing?
I'm serious, I'm not the type to joke a lot. Dressed in all black, never seen in polka dots. No other right rhymes like these. I'm cool as a light breeze, playing rappers out like Strike Lee's.
Oh yeah, Big L was spitting back then. Same way he's spitting when he died.
When it comes to this rap shit, you know the Big L's top rank. And those niggas who fronted, they got spanked. Microphones I clutch and slay. Foes I bark and spray. We sell out, no fucking way.
The real question is this.
Hola, Jay-Z. Yesterday, I told y'all the experience economy was collapsing, and today, Jay-Z's tickets dropped from thousands to barely over 100. And you could get a little $10 discount code on top of that. This is exactly what happens when manufactured demand gets exposed. The collapse is happening in real time.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting.
Definitely ain't good news for Jay-Z, but ticket prices are dropping massively for his 3 Yankee Stadium concerts. Now, last time I checked, I thought that these were sold out. So a lot of the resellers thought that they could put it up much higher for Jay-Z and that people would buy it, but the demand clearly is not there, hence why it's gone down low.
The 1.6 million people in queue waiting to nab Jay-Z tickets were not all human. The inflated demand wasn't real. Ticketmaster and Live Nation have already been found guilty in court for deceptive business practices. Now, if you did pay those inflated prices, you can report it. Honestly, I'm enjoying every second of the truth finally coming out. Take the rose-colored.
So I would just see you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
For me, I wanted to say we had mentioned last week's show in regards to 2 songs that, well, one person is more famous, Ice-T, the other than the other gentleman who made a record that Jay-Z would take credit for and not give credit to them. Then I wanted to show another clip of a style that was formed in the early 90s. Then I wanted to show manufactured hype to sell tickets for something that wasn't actually being held on by humans at the time to drum up, because we talked about this weeks ago, and all the shows are sold out, my friend. I believe you even said, because we believe that it was all true. This felt like manufactured hype from the beginning, but because I cared about the rap star, I was blind to it. But now I show these just to have a conversation that it's not just me having this feeling. The sentiment is out on the internet.
I went to go see Jill Scott last Friday. There were swaths of ticket places. There were swaths of seats that were empty because bots bought them. Now, for her, the tickets were sold out.
Okay.
I think that's a bit disingenuous. I think people always plot on people that are successful downfall. Well, how do you? So we on one hand we talk about the blue dot fever, as
Correct.
we reported on before.
Correct.
So there's nothing the artist or the label or the management company can do about bots going in and doing resale tickets. Now, there's nothing they can do about them.
And so my argument, in contrast to Blue Dot Fever, when just left to human beings being able to go and buy tickets, empty seats aplenty. However, for manufactured hype, bots are holding on to the tickets to make the concert seem like it's sold out, to help inflate the cost of the tickets when they do drop or whatever. But the two are, for me, not mutually exclusive. One shows what happens when you don't interfere, and the other shows what manufacturing looks like.
Correct. I mean, it's as much. I'm so sorry. I just drank some Coca-Cola. As much as I love Jill Scott, and to her, the show was sold out. The same thing she did here. She did here in Atlanta, Friday nights and Saturday nights. I think this is a situation more about the economy than the artists. This is happening to all of the artists. But technically he can say his show was sold out. I mean, and then what happens is the companies that own the bots, all these resale SeatGeek and all these other, they can't recoup the cost. So, and then they go plant a story in the zeitgeist. Oh, the tickets dropped because you had to drop them, fucker. Nobody told you to go buy 500 seats. No, you took a bath in that. Instead of letting some poor kid from the Bronx that wanted to see Jay-Z pay $90, and now it's I don't know. That's where I stand. I don't think it's any feel about Jay-Z as you must. Hey,
I feel no way about nothing other than what I see, and what I see is a person who manufactured a style over years that I love, and now light is coming to place that's telling me not to not love him anymore, but to now know more about what you love. That's what I'm pointing out.
Well,
and this seemed manufactured like hype, because you again also intimated some weeks ago that you believe a CD was coming out. All of this feels like orchestrated hype leading up to that exact same thing. That's more why I wanted to have the conversation.
Understood. What is that? Is that bad? I mean,
no. But for me now, I'm with another set of ears, another set of eyes when I think about what I loved about the person. Now I have the opportunity to buy something that's new from this person, but I now know more. Is that going to change how I feel about buying it? I don't know. Will it change how America thinks about buying it? I also don't know. But to not talk about it is just, we'll just accept it. But it's not a thing to accept. It feels orchestrated, manufactured, TikTok-y before TikTok existed. That's what it feels like.
Okay, so there was Biggie, and then there was Shine. There was, I don't know, there was the Fresh Prince and whomever else that sounded like him that came along. There are always, the record companies are always looking for acolytes.
Now you are the record company. Now you are the record company.
Correct.
So now I'm learning that you made yourself who you were. I'm not knocking it, Greg. I'm just learning something new about something I thought differently about. And so
how do you feel about it? Now that you learned it,
I'm still. I don't believe it's something I will consume of my own money.
Well, that's fair. Okay, well, All right. Well, we got a packed show. We got to unpack this.
Some stuff that I might consume with my own money is this. So you had teased these young ladies on.
Oh my God! Yes.
Down.
Yeah. And
Tell me more.
The Walmack sisters. They are the granddaughters of soul legend Sam Cooke, and they've been dropping EPs. They just dropped a brand new single, and I was just like, dude, this is so amazing. The name of the new single is If I Let You. It's real soul and throwback. Sorry, we're too poor to let you hear it, but you can go wherever you get your fine streaming music. The Walmack sisters, they are, and they're kind of with the Daptones debut, so it's amazing soul music. If you ever wonder where authentic music lives,
okay,
and they're beautiful and they're talented, and they think if In Vogue were sisters.
Okay.
They each have a beautiful, rich tone, and it doesn't necessarily remind you of Sam Cooke, but it's good music.
It's very throwbacky.
1950s harmonies. I love it. Like to say good evening to Aunt Sandra. Like to say good evening to Mr. Calvin. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the mixtape. I would say Mondays, but we have to take a little slide over to Tuesdays. Shout out to Swag. It feels real comfortable over here, Swag, in case you're watching. I like the way Tuesdays feel on my booty. What you got next?
Well, so I was going to ask you, do you have a favorite MC?
Do I have a favorite? Gregory. Oh my God. So my musical prowess is all over the place. So my MC taste is all over the place.
Think about it. Think about it. I'm gonna hit you with your answer after this.
The best era of rap is the 2010s, bro. That gave us that. We get Drake, we get Kendrick, we get J. Cole, we got Kanye, Future, Travis, Nicki Minaj, Young Thug, Migos. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Change music game, change the music era forever, bro.
Dre, you got Snoop, you got Pac, you got Big, you got X, you got Shady. You got Nas, and you're comparing these other niggas to that.
Does anybody rap like Snoop Dogg? Every rapper right now still tries to do the Migo flow, bro. To this day,
because you know why? You know the difference is the niggas in the '90s created their own shit. They were not dick riding somebody else. That's what it is.
The '90s was able to have two niggas popping from their area, and let me say the only way the other niggas popping from their area is if he had lugs on in a fucking shag. All right.
So you're saying the 2010 niggas pen work is better than niggas in the 2000s?
I think that the 2010s niggas pen work is better than the niggas in the 90s, better than the niggas in the 2000s.
All right, man.
Yeah, I was with you what you said.
The
90s, bro. The 2010s gave us Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar.
Their pen work is not better than the previous. The previous.
The three of them.
At the end of the day, you got Jay, you got Big, you got Pac, you got Nas, you got X. Bro, just that names right there when it comes to penmanship.
Right there.
I don't want to hear nothing from nobody in no other era. That era is the top. That's the top. Everybody, it's like they're Jordans.
Okay.
They're the Jordans of the eras, bro. And they looking down at everybody else.
So yeah.
Son.
So
who are these people? Who and why?
I believe the internet calls them YNs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and I ain't talking to no nigga with your eyebrows like that, because you had this shit.
A little feisty, little zesty.
Listen,
the reason why I posed that to you, it was because it's all of this is cerebral. I loved Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z. I love to this day Biggie, right? I was never a hater, but I wasn't a huge Tupac fan. I liked him when he was a digital underground.
I preferred my Tupac to be an actor.
I love Run DMC, right?
I agree.
They didn't even come up in the conversation that they were having, right?
Well, because they were technically 80s. They said they were dealing with the 90s.
I mean, I can't believe Drake.
I mean, motherfucker, Ja Rule is better than them other. I mean, what the fuck?
I'll take Ja Rule over Aubrey any day.
Nigga, where is Remy Ma in the conversation?
Oh, it was all dudes. So, well,
yeah. Right. Wait a minute. No, where the fuck is Eve and where's Missy in that conversation?
My friend. I am so glad to hear you say that because
nuts, my nigga.
A little thing. So I'm gonna speak to a female MC that got like little to no love, and then I want you to tell me what you think.
I want to shout out to Chris Brown, who I love very much. I don't think he know how much I love him, but when I was getting ready to get out of prison, JD hit me and was like, "You should do a verse on Chris Brown's song, Look at Me Now." And I was like, wow. He was like, "Well, look at what you've been through. You kind of got a testimony." So I said, okay. I was kind of reluctant, but it went a little something like this. Well, I'm feeling like a winner because I'm free.
Yeah. Where you know.
Before we get into that, I want to show you the footage.
She's like the ODB of females.
Only she didn't steal sneakers. It was for something else. But when she was in the studio, when she recorded her verse, this is what it went like.
Guess it's time to puff, pad, let's go.
Well, I'm feeling like a winner cause I'm free. I ain't gotta walk around as an inmate. And I've been off the scene for a minute, but I'm back in the back. Yes, I'm great. Couldn't wait for the parole board to go and give me a release date, February 28th. Now I'm home on the phone 24, trying to capitalize and get mowed out south. I'm about to take advantage of every opportunity I can manage and do more damage than I have ever done. I'm capable of lyrically assassinating a hater. I fascinate him for the hell of it. I make it fun. You don't wanna run up on the one that's in the Hummer with 100 motherfuckers, all Louisville sluggers. Ain't there one of us no suckers? Ain't there one of us no busters? All hustlers. Yeah, I gotta get it, cause I gotta get it. Why they getting good? An engine that could. Came from the bottom with nothing about the hood. I ain't finna let them stop it, I wish I would. Even though I'm labeled a criminal, I'm a better individual. Look at me now, feet on the ground, people around supported. Surround myself with the most important. I'm fortunate, I'm scorching it. And for the record, ain't nobody better. I'm hotter than ever and I'm fortunate. Ecstatic to be recording it. Hypothetically a fanatic when I'm at it. Me and the mic married, like Nick and Mariah Carey. Steadily stay ready, heavily going steady. Happily ever after, begin a new chapter. Back at you, it's the B to the R-A-T. Look at me.
Look at me now. Look.
All right, you can hear the rest of it. Go online, you can find it for yourself. What you think?
Shout out to the Brad. She's Atlanta native. Love you. Not native. I'm sorry. She's from Chicago.
I mean,
but she's ATL. Listen, shout out to her and Judy. Listen, man. Listen.
That shit was awesome.
Yeah, but they skipped over so much talent. I'm mad because listen. I mean, if you want to get into it, you know what I mean. You want to get into it. Million, you know what I mean? That bitch would that.
I love Foxy Brown, bro.
Listen, I get it, Brown. You know. So I get it. So
Queen Pen, I wanted to get more out of her. I didn't get enough.
Yeah, they didn't push her like they should have. But you still got people like Yo. You got Yo. You got. But listen, Light MC like my girl Light Lorna. Shout out to Lorna.
I am the light. L-Y-T-E. I am the light.
No, but take it to the 90s. She did that drop, that motherfucking verse that she dropped on the, you know how I feel about Escape, but
yes, I watched the last episode.
So
I
listen,
remember.
right? If you don't know how I feel about Escape, check out the last episode. But I just want to hit
right
you
here.
with this.
Just click right here.
It's like the verse starts off, B-boy, where the fuck you been? Been looking for your ass since I had a quarter past. Whoa!
And she racks rough and stuff with her Afro puffs.
That's the Lady of Rage. Yes.
Rock on with your bad self.
She was dope. She didn't get enough push.
I know. I feel like there could have been more.
Latifah. Now, let me tell you something about Latifah. So Latifah finesse this thing. Listen to Latifah's first album. Latifah has everything on her first album.
Dana is very talented.
And then she stepped away and gave you one of the greatest R&B duos of the 1990s, Jeanne. Shut up.
It's a good thing.
And those slow jams they gave you. I mean, YNs, they missing some periods of time. So,
you know it.
You know, so like, I mean, because you got Twister, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You got motherfucking, but then if you got to go old school, you cannot forget about KRS-One. You know what I mean?
KRS-One.
You can't. Like, and Jay has his place. You know what I mean?
Again, I like I said, I own 5 Jay-Z albums.
No, so let me tell you that honestly, my only issue with Jay and probably with some, and this is a problem I have with myself. My ambition is going to be the death of me.
Ha.
And I'm just going to tell you right now.
I will not suffer that fate.
You'd be like, well, yeah. You'd be like, how did Greg die? Trying to get a bag? For sure. I mean, that's what it is. So let me see. Aunt Sandra's joint been waiting right here for a minute. Let me see. Can I put my greasy hands on? Let me see. Can I put my greasy hands on this? LF family able to see y'all out. We know on Sunday because you know what, you all about that 70s group, girl. We know. We know. Somebody said Donald Summer, and there you go. Hey, my guys, what's up, baby? What's going on?
What's up, Mr. Calvin?
What did I miss? Y'all on today? Right. Listen.
So I had to get rest. I was up for it almost a day and a half, and I called Greg and I said, Greg, I can't do the show. And so here we are on Tuesday, the second Monday.
Just call it Monday 2. Monday Deuce.
Part 2. Monday 2.0.
Monday Deuce. Monday Deuce. I call it. I love Miss LA. Like cook food. She got an album called The Cookbook. Check it out. It's done.
I love Miss.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's going on, my dude? What's happening? Mr. Chris Giles, live in the ATL. Chris, you're always asking me interesting questions about Atlanta. Hit me up. As you know, there's always interesting things to do. My mom loved Queen Latifah Jazz CD. I still do. I wanted to go see that bitch.
We were talking about it the last time.
Yeah.
What's up, Keno? What's good? What's good? Thanks for tuning into the show.
I seen that bitch live in the hot ass sun. Oh indeed. That's right. So, all right.
So, speaking of live, one last thing about this, and then I'll put it all together. So the family affair, that was the other part that was cool. That's a cool thing about Legacy, right? The family affair. You have your wife out there singing with you, and your daughter's playing on the piano, and then all your friends from back in the day come out one at a time and sing a song with you. It was great. And I feel some kind of way at the same time.
I see. You are vexed in your spirit, my brother.
Not vexing my spirit, just dealing with diametrically opposing views.
So can I give you? I'm just a few days older than you. I mean, it's like 300,
900,
600,
900 and something.
Yeah.
Do the math. Maybe 1,000.
Whatever, nigga. Yeah, that part. You know, I have lived long enough to know that as long as you are not a PDF or you haven't done anything so egregious, you know, murder, all those other things, I can separate the art from the artist.
Okay.
Do I like everything everybody else does? No. Like, so, you know, I love Prince. But I only loved Prince up until 1992. You know what I'm saying? And he lived 2 decades after that.
We have this conversation every week, actually. I never really listened to Prince.
And I understand that. It's not fair. And I'm not really an MJ dude. We had some MJ news coming up. But
we have that conversation every time, too. Almost like you have to tell me that. That don't hurt my feelings. That don't hurt my feelings.
I'm not. But I'm just saying everything is not for everybody. And the point to be made here is that, okay, I'm gonna say it. So listen, we got into this in-depth conversation about the gist of it was if an artist supports something that you can't get with,
correct?
Dude, what happens? No, wait a second. And so this, you know, so but I was like, I'm just like, I'll just walk away from the, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? But I think. You can separate unless you're R. Kelly or Diddy, you know those are crimes against. Yes, those are crimes against humanity. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Hollywood is such we don't know the half of the shit that's in pop.
We never will because we weren't there. But here's something that we do know.
What do we know?
YG reveals that the FBI and the U.S. Secret Service have called him, and they've advised him to not ever perform his song Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. I guess it hurt someone's feelings.
That's all I gotta say. You heard that?
I appreciate that. Thanks for
so fluffy.
that. Yeah. So, how do you feel about covers?
They keep my feet warm.
That, and if you hear one that you like, you forget.
Wait a minute. You're not gonna just walk across my joke. I'll work hard for that joke.
It felt like it.
So is this what I sent you? Because I follow this guy on IG, right? And sometimes the things that he covers, I didn't even know they were covers.
Gotcha. Check it out.
Cover songs versus the originals. Who did it better? We're doing 3 versions this time.
No sé qué está pasando, que todo está al revés, que tú ya no me besas tal como ayer. Y anoche en la playa no me dejaste amarte, algo entre nosotros no va bien. No culpes a la noche, no culpes a la playa, no culpes a la lluvia, será que no me amas. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. My baby's always dancing. It wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't get no loving, and that's no lie. Spent the night in Frisco, went to every kind of disco, and from that night I kissed our love goodbye. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good time. Blame it on the boogie.
Let me know which one you like better.
Now,
numero dos. Hands down.
Of course, we gotta sing Mike Jack, but the Mick Jackson version is not terrible. It depends on what mood I'm in. You know what I mean? If I want to party down, I'll listen to MJ version. That first version should be.
It was interesting, and it was for a commercial.
Yeah, but it was Brazilian, wasn't
it? It was for a commercial.
It charted. It charted. Though.
It had to have because it was.
No, it charted. So I looked into it before I sent you the. I was like,
gotcha. It was interesting.
Who and what and why and where.
It was interesting.
Yeah. No, we're gonna be bringing you more of that. I actually hit him up.
Oh, Ruben.
He is.
I dig him.
Coming on. Yeah.
I dig him.
So he was like, "Oh, sure, hit me up." So maybe we'll have him because it's totally interesting. When I'm out there perusing Beyonce's internet, if I run into creators, Randy, that I like, I will contact them.
And after they file a restraining order, maybe they'll come on the show.
Maybe.
Well, we'll probably want a restraining order after this because you gave me such grief when we first started doing the show, May 4th, May 11th, and May 18th. But after many, many weeks in theaters, one Michael Jackson biopic has crossed $1 billion just before Sunday of this week. It shattered box office records and expectations. Can I tell you that studios passed on this movie because they felt that the child PDF stuff was going to impede the ability to tell a cohesive story. So Lionsgate scooped it up for $150 million, and $1 billion later, who's the wiser? It's available to watch at home, and it'll be like it literally dropped on 4K DVD and Blu-ray today. I didn't want to mention it before because I wanted to get their butts into the theaters. So I wanted this bitch to make the $1 billion, but it did. So now you'll watch it at home. Maybe I'm able to watch it right now when the show is over. Maybe.
Please go watch it before Randy cries.
It's an awesome movie. I dug it.
We don't want Randy to cry. Don't make Randy cry.
Don't want me to cry. Don't send me to movies where traumatic stuff happens to young black children. Like that Is God Is movie. You did not give a brother a warning.
Please go watch it before Randy cries. We don't want Randy to cry. Don't make Randy cry. Go.
Don't want me to cry. Don't send me to movies where traumatic stuff happens to young black children. Like that Is God Is movie. You did not give a brother a warning.
Why you blame me for all the bad things in your life?
I enjoyed it, but yo, I was trying. I'm not gonna blame you for this. You went to see Jill Scott in concert and you had a blast.
I did.
Let's talk about some other folks who might be on the road with this week's.
Stop! I have to protest.
Uh-oh.
We did not talk about Jill being in concert.
We can talk about it right now because you mentioned that you went to her concert. You said you went to her
I
concert.
know.
Blah, blah, blah.
Miss Jill Scott, she's touring under that name, and her To Whom It May Concern concert tour. It's amazing. She will be in New York for 2 shows at the King's Theater July 16th. Then she will follow up with a weeks-long stretch in Philly.
Okay.
Philly. Actually, she'll be there 2 weeks, but she's only doing 5 shows. So, she's probably home eating chicken and doing stuff. So,
gotta have some time.
You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. Now, Randy, I thought about you because you know what the amazing part for me about this show was? Not just Jill. She was like really grateful to be back. I love it. Because I rarely see that from artists, like attrition from an artist. I love that. But opening up for her was Moonchild. Are you familiar with them?
No, sir.
The White Trio, and 3 of them play like 20 instruments.
Okay.
I thought about you. I said, the Randalorian would love this.
I mean,
they was like pulling like French horns off their coat and shit.
Not off their coats.
Yeah, I was thinking,
was this a magic act?
Right. I was thinking,
Siegfried and Roy, and you just thought
right.
they were Moonchild?
And I was in the front row, so I was like looking under their dresses and shit, trying to see like.
Not you in the front row of a Jill Scott.
I was like, is that not from the school?
No, that's like saying water was wet.
Right, because I am.
There's some grass on my lawn.
Well, especially she hasn't had an album in 10 years. Who else is on the road, Randy?
Well, I wanted to talk about these dudes because I like a certain kind of music and I like to drive fast, and these dudes do both. The group is called Show Me the Body. Show Me the Body is a hardcore band. They're out of New York City. They're like a mix of hardcore, like punk, grunge metal, and hip hop. The trio is made of Julian Pratt, Harlan Steed, and a various amount of drummers because they get rid of drummers like every time they put out a new album, it seems. Speaking of which, they're releasing a 4th studio album as well called The Alone Together, which coincides with them being on tour. If you're into hardcore music, you can wait for them to come back from overseas because from like August 14th all the way through, I want to say the end of September, they'll be overseas, Germany, Toronto, Norway. Then they come back to America just as the fall season hits, with their first concert being in Detroit, Michigan, September the 17th. So if you happen to dig grunge music, I literally would suggest listening to them.
So listen.
Like punky more than grunge, I would say.
Yeah, listen, go. I like seeing music in Detroit. You ever been to Detroit?
No.
I love Detroit.
I've never been to Detroit.
I mean, other than Motown, yeah, like I love Detroit. I'll tell you, people sleep on Detroit. Detroit is what's happening. You know what I mean?
They got 2 songs that I think you should check out if you want to feel what the group is about. Dance in the USA, which I totally dig. Check that out.
I checked it out.
Then they have a really punk song, Eat for Peace. It's off of their Alone Together album. I never went to a punk. Well, I did late in life.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Randy, I was into Eat for Peace. I went down the rabbit hole.
Okay. The album that they put out has 13 tracks, so it's a follow-up to 2022. So check them out.
And I want to publicly say thank you because I did.
You did it to me. I have Gary Clark Jr. Playing all the time now. So muchas gracias.
I mean, listen. And the thing about Gary Clark Jr., he's a Grammy-winning artist, and he plays with everybody.
Bro, he's amazing.
So if you look on the back of it, Dolly Parton Records, anybody, there is Gary Clark Jr.
Okay.
Random. You know what I mean? Like random. Like, what's her name? Adele. There's Gary Clark Jr. On Guitar League, Gary Clark Jr.
So I thank you for that. So I'm glad that you dug Show Me the Body. That's what's up.
I dug Show Me the Body, and I would see them.
So Speaking of someone that I would see live, I had teased this at the beginning of the show, but this group won the 2026 NPR Tiny Desk. It's a Cure for Paranoia.
I did not know there was a goddamn competition.
Check it out.
Walking to the gallery like I deserve a fee. I pay way too much attention to what people thought of me. I walk into the gallery like I deserve it all. I need tens and tens and tens from judges all across the. I need a seat at the table for me and my homies. I need all these labels to know me. Boy, I'm fine as fuck and I kill shit. Luigi Mangione. Black boy aged like wine. Face card never decline. Yours overdrafted. Black boy aged like wine. Body getting better over time. I'm so attractive. I manifested everything I ever wanted. My whole damn career been going crazy because of my paranoia. Because of my brothers, I'm buzzing like I know man up here. Buzzing like cuss on a neo now. So y'all might buzzing like Cynthia Riva. If you're homophobic, better stings to watch me. I'm black and I'm bi and I'm better as well. My boyfriend is white and he pretty as hell. Imagine you hate me and I'm just over here loving myself. Tiny Desk, I know. This seems a bit conceited, but I really used to hate myself. So the song's for people who need it. That's why I walk. That's why I walk.
Yes, so that's Cure for Paranoia, bro. The frontman is Cameron McLeod. They're a Dallas-based hip-hop group. It's like jazz, funk, obviously hip-hop. Like I said, they won the 12th annual challenge with their song No Brainer.
So, Randy, you know, the interesting thing about their lead singer, he also makes political raps. And if you're a fan of the Saturday Sit Down, we featured him quite often.
Did you feature the WTF song?
No, we did.
That's a dope fucking song.
Yeah.
Where the Files drop. That's a dope fucking song.
So,
and drop a
very
bomb.
dope. Yeah. So, all right. So go check them out. Tiny Desk can be, every artist has done. Now Tiny Desk is a must. Everybody from Patti LaBelle, Jill Scott, Tank, everybody's done Tiny Desk.
Well, according to Cameron, their name is a description, as he says, quote, it's a literal manifestation of taking control of a chaotic mind and turning a medical diagnosis into a dynamic musical movement.
Right.
Cure for Paranoia. Check them out.
Take
I
note.
fucking dug them.
Take note. Let's get it moving. Let's go, Randy. What you got? Hey.
All right. So, if you're going to go on tour, the only way that you're going to get there is if you actually put out music that motherfuckers are going to want to listen to. So usually after we talk about people who have been on tour, we like to talk about the old artists and their new music. And this week's old artists with new music, I'm going to talk about a brother that I absolutely love. You may disagree with me, but fight me in the comments because I think he's amazing. Well, too bad, because I think this brother is amazing and he's good to look at. I'm talking about the one, the only, Shabuzi. Now, Shabuzi is out on the, he's got an Outlaw CD that's out. It's got a song called The Outlaw, Cherry Lee, and Other Western Tales. It comes out on July 31st. It's the brother's fourth studio album. Very prolific. There are 20 tracks on this album, so there's a lot for you to listen to. Described by Shabuzi, it's like a cinematic outlaw revenge story with a tragic love story at the center. I would check out the song Born to Die. It's going to be track number 16 on the album, but that was the one that was released first. You can listen to it now. Butter.
And for me, guess what, Randy?
Oh, boy.
Guess what, Randy? One of my favorite bands and one of my favorite people. Does the name Brittany Howard mean anything to you?
Yes.
Brittany Howard is the lead singer of one of my favorite bands, Alabama Shade.
That's why. Beautiful.
It's back.
Huge, light-skinned black
Howard.
woman.
Yeah. We are not sure about her sexual orientation. Alabama Shakes is back in August 28th with a brand new album called I Must Be Dreaming. They dropped a new single, I Feel Hope is the name of the single. And I feel hope for music, Randy. I do. And they dropped another single called Another Life, and American Dream is also. The album would feature 11 tracks produced by Brittany and the band this summer, August 28th, coming to you. Brittany Howard, check her out. There are tons of new music that's coming out. Like it's daily, it's constant, it's ever going. What else you got?
You said there's 11 tracks on that album. I just mentioned Shabuzi's is 20 tracks on his album. That's you definitely getting your money's worth. The next group I want to talk about is a group called Dinner Party. Their latest album.
Don't you know you're enough? My brother, sister, leave that whole thing alone.
So it's like very neo soul funk and throwback. The album is called What You Bring. It's got 9 tracks on the album, but the songs are like a little lengthy, so you're gonna get your money's worth. I would check out For
scared the fuck out of me.
Sleepless Nights. I enjoyed that. Why'd you get scared?
Because I have on earphones and music just popped up and I thought it was playing from somewhere else.
So it should be like a jump scare alert. Put that on.
Old man shit. Go ahead. Old man shit. Yeah. Let's see. Give me one second, Randall. Already. Give me 1 second. Big Kid 60 says Prince is amazing, but I'm Team MJ. Suck it, okay?
My man.
Wait, Blame It on the Boogie was a cover? Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
You come here, you will learn. Let's see. Ken says I was a free outdoor oldies concert featuring the Delphonics. Wow.
Ooh.
Heat wave and the Shylights.
Okay.
I know it smelled like Ben Gay and goddamn desperation up in there. Love the big cities, local free concerts. Yes. Shout out to Los Angeles. Definitely.
Oh.
Yep. It doesn't smell like Ben Gay and old people. Like, you know, them old ass men have on trust, like a trust.
Right.
I digress. Go ahead.
Dinner Party. They're 4 friends. One of them is a dude named Terrence Martin. Are you familiar with Terrence Martin?
I'm not.
He's most known for producing, but he's also a songwriter. He wrote with K-Dot and YG. So he's not only doing it on the other side of the microphone, he's putting words in other people's mouths as well. So those are the people who have some new music that's out there right now.
Randy,
what's up, my
you
friend?
didn't ask me what my favorite part of the Jill Scott concert was.
Oh my God. Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah. Yes.
What was your favorite part of the Jill Scott concert?
When 5,000 people said, "Squeeze my meat" in unison. Thank you.
I feel glad like that I was a part of that. You know what I'm glad to not be a part of?
What's that?
Imagine being one of the people on this picture here who may or may not have actually performed at something that maybe or may not culturally you should have done. So I'm going to show both of these so we can include all the folks who are involved. But the scuttlebutt is basically this. The one person who definitely did perform at Don Jr.'s Freedom 250, blah, 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 was 50 Cent. And the reason why I bring this up is because he got so much attaboys for turning down the inauguration, all these millions of dollars that I turned down, only to do it for this. Timbaland and Ja Rule and oh boy, they didn't do it on that particular night, but they have all performed for Don Jr. at his club.
You know what I say? Rich people going rich. That's all.
I mean, that's exactly what rich people are doing.
And you know, and it's just like it's the days of a Jane Fonda, or you know, somebody who is famous and politically savvy.
Okay.
Fights for the good of the common man. Those days are gone, bro. Way gone. If that's somebody told me this is not true, but if somebody told me Beyonce, oh, she's a secret MAGA person, I would believe them. She's not. Please, God, don't clip that.
And that's
Beyonce is not MAGA. Please don't clip that.
No, but the fact that you have to think about stuff like that—that's crazy.
Yeah, and this is stopping, and I think about you all the time when I think about things along this line. This is stopping you from liking a song that you love and an artist that you want to love, but you cannot because we don't know what her.
You can't trust it. I can't trust it.
Right, and it's just like, you know, gosh, I almost like grew up with Timbaland, But when you give a nigga $5, he want to make 10. He want to keep 20. So
I mean,
you know,
Timbo, Pharrell, and Teddy Riley all went the same route. I wonder why. Anyway, Big Ken actually says that he likes Alabama Shakes.
That's right. Squeeze my meat. That's right.
I like them too. So I think we need to tell everybody about what we actually came here to do. So I guess
we came here to do something.
Well, we have a question posed to everyone to, as we do each show. And this week's question is, what do you know about disco? So I'm going to do
we were born
a
in
brief
the 1900s.
rundown. I caught it at the right time. I was not old enough to go out to listen to it in public and do anything like dancing and wear the clothes. But retrospectively, for my 30th birthday, I had a late 70s party and it was disco themed. I had a
you don't know nothing about no disco. Play the shit. You don't know nothing about no disco. Go ahead.
All right, so
nothing about disco.
The 1970s gave birth to an era of music that would vanish almost as quickly as it showed up on the scene.
It did.
Its lasting impression was felt to this day. We're talking about disco. The clothes, the attitude, and that distinct sound that kept you on the floor. It was no accident. It was heavily engineered. It was to keep that booty shaking all night long. We'll talk about it. It's called the 4 on the floor beat. It's a pulsing rhythmic pattern where the bass drum hits on every single beat. The 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. Then the kick drum is going to hit. It's that steady thump, 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 thump. Then you got that snare that adds the backbeat at the 2 and the 4. And the very last part is that hi-hat, which it gives you that crisp rhythmic. So essentially, and I don't want to sound like a nerd, but
you do, because according to Giorgio, which is the house father of disco, allegedly, and synthesizers, I have a disagreement with that one. But
I don't, because the man was very he was very prolific. He was very prolific. He was very forward thinking. So it's all the basics of a bunch of stuff, and it's all very simple. So like I said, it's just that clap. But then as the song gets up tempo, right? But it's on the 4, and then you got the.
But I Feel Love is not like that by Donna Summer, and neither is
because now you will throw in orchestra music. Now you will throw in guitars. You'll throw in pianos. You'll throw in harps. You'll throw in tambourines. That's typically the foundation of how you build what modern disco was, which will then, it's the foundation that bleeds into club music, techno, electronic, or house music. If you've ever heard any of those songs, it creates that hypnotic, hard to resist dance rhythm, that 4 beats to the floor. Before disco, though, songs were usually just roughly 3-minute radio singles, right? DJs and producers like Tom Moulton, Walter Gibson, and John Morales, they were known to have extended dance tracks to create the 12-inch records, basically inventing the modern era remix. Fun fact, Greg, Walter Gibbons would use 2 copies of the same 7-inch record, and he would loop the drum breaks on the turntables live. Those skills would go on to be used to create, I don't know if you knew this, the very first commercial 12-inch single, a 9-minute remix of a song called 10% by a soul group back in the day called Double Exposure. Imagine having to play 2 records just to make it long enough. Then let's talk about where everybody corralled. If you're of a certain age, you've heard of Manhattan Studio 54. It was well known for its exclusivity, its discriminating door policy. All of that was used to create an era of FOMO, right? Fun fact about that. Famously turned away on New Year's Eve, the group Chic would go on to create one of the most famous pop songs ever made, The Freak.
The Chic, The Freak.
Imagine
now, which brings me to the point, Randy. Hold on one second. Now, I think Nile Rodgers is the godfather of disco. I honestly do, because some of the albums we're going to talk about in the next segment, he's on 3 of the 5.
Correct. So imagine being a dumbass doorman and you don't know who Nile Rodgers or Bernard Edwards is in 1977.
Right.
At Studio 54, anybody who was at the spot. It was a good place for them to show up and show out, and they usually did. It was at its popular height during the late 1970s, right around the time disco was getting big and then going out. It wasn't up for a full 3 years of existence, but the legendary tales of disco, celebrities, debauchery and sex and disco, they're all told to this day. Platform shoes, anybody?
Listen, I am. But you remember, I'm gonna get you sucker with the goldfish in the shoes.
God, yes.
I'm gonna get you sucker.
I wanted to be Huckleberry so bad back in the day.
Me too. The funny thing about, well, not the funny thing, disco is disco still has legs, as we said. It gave us house music, EDM, club music, all those type of things. And speaking of Chic and Nile Rodgers still to this day, he's producing hits for Madonna.
Yeah, frightening to look at, but yes.
Daft Punk, you know what I mean? Like, just amazing. Nile Rodgers, we give you your flowers here at Mixtape. But
originally, disco music was like an underground deal. Like, it was like if you know type vibe. It was mostly like an LGBTQ.
Yeah, like gay ass music, like
beat
that bitch with a bat. Beat that bitch. Know that?
That was a really good house song. Disco blew up after the release of a little disco film from 1977. Do you know what that movie was, Greg?
Staying alive.
One John Travolta would go on to say such profound things as, "You hit my hair. I work all day on it, and you hit my hair." That movie, the clothes, the music, it featured iconic hits from the Bee Gees, like "Staying Alive," "The Night Fever," and
might be the night fever. It might be the night fever.
"How Deep Is Your Love."
How deep is your love?
How deep is your love? I really need to know. I love that song.
You know what?
That song was heavily covered by bunches.
It is, but it's about, the Bee Gees, man. It's the harmonies. They transcended disco. That's why they outlived disco, because they were horrendously and are horrendously talented old men now.
They had hit after hit on that album, and that album and the movie sort of helped bring disco to the mainstream. So the suburban mom at home who wasn't necessarily aware is now more aware, because that guy from Welcome Back Kotter is now.
Since you brought up that, so in the late 70s, you know who else came along? A diva that I love, Donna Summer,
and
came along.
You are absolutely right. And if you just hold that piss for 1 minute, you're about to be amazed at the mind reading that's happening. So while disco music itself relied on large, big live orchestras, horn sections, and the works, as we mentioned earlier, disco would also pioneer electronic music. Greg, take Donna Summer's 1977 I Feel Loved, produced by the father of disco music, Giorgio Moroder. The record introduces an all-electronic sound. It swaps out traditional orchestra stuff, and it goes fully synthesized with electronic beats, rhythms, the whole thing. It's easily, as we mentioned, the blueprint for Euro disco. Like, that was a big thing for a while. Synth pop and EDM. The first time that she and he would work together, they would produce the 17-minute sex opus that is "Love to Love You, Baby" by Donna Summer. My mom played that song once when I was a child, and not only was it long, but those people are screwing in that song. It's an amazing song, by the way, because she's got a dope voice. But you can't mention disco and you don't credit some of the greatest vocalists in the disco era, like Miss Donna Summer. She had ridiculous vocal range. She sings with emotion, like she does on tonight's anatomy of the song MacArthur Park. You're going to see what I mean when Greg reads you the lyrics. On the male side, I would say there's Sylvester. He like mastered falsetto over like smooth disco beats, while he made you feel mighty real. One of the biggest voices of disco and a drag queen's go-to in the 90s. Do you remember Lolita Holloway?
Of course.
Her vocals from Love
She
Sensation.
lives here in Atlanta.
They're one of the most. Her vocals from Love Sensation They're one of the most sampled in all of music history.
And yeah, I can see that, you know. But before we can't skip, there's some go back to oh my God, oh shit, I feel love. Now I feel love. Who did you mention the male artist before that with the false
Sylvester.
Sylvester, I'm so sorry. I went blank. My back is killing me. Sorry, I just went blank from pain.
It's
Anyway,
okay.
so Sylvester, going back, not only not only was Sylvester pivotal in the disco, but he was also pivotal in the HIV/AIDS movement, in the gay movement for sexual liberation. Growing up in the church, being kicked out by his family, discovering a house, and now 100% of his royalties now go to AIDS and HIV research.
That's really awesome.
Yes. Yep. I just want to let y'all know.
That's really awesome.
Go ahead, Randy.
Well, lastly, I want to mention somebody that you love, Miss Shaka Khan.
Who said I love Shaka Khan?
You mention her like every other week. So
Yeah,
lastly,
but I didn't say love.
Miss Shaka Khan, who asked, "Do you love what you feel?" She has an electrifying, powerful voice, and very distinctive. You definitely know it's a Shaka Khan song when you hear it, and I think that helped easily make her a household name. I saw her in concert performing at the Honey Nut Cheerios something at King's Dominion. She opened for Patti LaBelle.
Yep.
This, because got reported, Gloria Gaynor's "I Will Survive." It's widely held as the #1 disco song of all time. It tops everybody's countdowns, Billboard, Rolling Stone, hell, even MTV. It's the ultimate "I took an L, but I'll be I" anthem of resistance and empowerment. You sing it with your whole chest as you're going to do better. But while "I Will Survive" like takes the #1 spot for a lot of people, the title of #1 is like art, so it's heavily debated among a lot of other tracks that I think really define what disco was. We talked about this, Greg, "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees, 1977. I think it's the defining track of the Saturday Night Fever era. It sold millions of copies all over the world. It's got iconic, like, pulsating rhythm. Here's another thing I learned. It is used by medical professionals as the exact tempo when they perform CPR.
It is.
We mentioned "The Freak" by Chic. Again, being snubbed at the door of Studio 54 led to this song was Atlantic Records' biggest hit. They would never have a song as big as "The Freak," so Chic, all because they got turned away at the fucking door. "I Feel Love" by Donna Summer, we mentioned, produced by Georgia Moroder. It's the synthesized track that I think took disco into a whole different direction, because it wasn't just the big horns and shit, so you didn't need a large orchestra behind you on shit like Soul Train. You literally just had a dude on the synthesizer push a button, and then there you go. So that's where modern electronic and house music, I guess, kind of got to start, because then you're just doing everything up here. You don't need those other guys. Whether you're new to disco or not, if it's one of your favorite genres, it's got an undeniable effect that we mentioned is still being had today. Fashion. What would your closet look like if you didn't have bell-bottom jeans? What
would look like straight leg jeans. That's what
I guess, but they wouldn't be fashionable. How would you ever move on with strength and determination after that motherfucker did you wrong, right? Disco
I
music.
would put on some goddamn ABBA. I love ABBA.
Well, disco also taught you that the YMCA was. I didn't really like ABBA. I'm sorry, I forgot them. I was hoping.
Did you know Felicia Rashad was married to the black police officer in that?
Yes, which raised all kinds of questions when everyone talked and they assumed they were all gay. Like, I guess after she.
They were not all gay.
That's what I'm saying.
They were not all gay. He was never gay. He was just.
It's weird to hear her call Felicia Allen. That's what was weird for me. When I did research and learned that, I was like, wow, I guess you are Felicia Allen. I just met you when you were Rashad.
Yeah, she's Felicia Allen Rashad. Yeah.
But the Village People, go ahead.
I'm sorry. The other interesting thing that he produced an album for her. She did a disco record on the life and times of
Dorothy Dandridge.
She did. Amen.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a crappy album too for one song.
It's terrible.
I like to
terrible.
I like to work.
It is so
I mean,
terrible.
some people should stay in their wheelhouse, right? Looking at using that.
But sometimes some things are so bad till they're good.
Yeah. But
let me tell
lastly,
you
what I was going to say, her husband and company, without them, you would think that you wouldn't know that the YMCA was more than just a place to play basketball.
Well, yeah, go get penis there.
I mean, if you're under 35, you don't know this, but your parents can attest to it, that this music probably helped become the reason why you exist in the first place. Because, love to love you, baby. And that's my take on what I think made disco music super awesome. Hope you got some good facts out of that you didn't already know.
Yeah, and thank you there, sir. Nate James says, I remember that backlash that hit disco was ugly and racist. Absolutely. And
yeah, they tore it down.
Well, and one of the best albums of all time was caught in the middle of that. And we'll get into that in 1 second. Go ahead, Randy.
No, that was literally it. I was too young to appreciate it as a child. So as an adult, I gravitated a lot to it. And the Bee Gees were definitely a group that I loved. Again, I didn't really gravitate toward ABBA. It was it was beyond me. Go ahead.
So I gravitated towards ABBA, and you may know they're sampled all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mamma Mia, but Cher was also huge in the disco era. Engelbert, Humperdinck, and silly shit like that. It also gave us like the first gay explosion. You know what I mean?
It was played in music. Yeah, it was played in places that were safe for gays. So I get that, Greg. I get you with that.
Well, so no, what it did was it helped catapult the gay culture to what you see today. There were discos and bathhouses. Bathhouses were always seedy, but artists would play bathhouses. Like Bette Midler got her start playing gay bathhouses, and Jennifer Lewis was her backup singer. They would go into gay bathhouses. That's why she's such a gay icon. She would go out to San Francisco and play in those bathhouses.
Why is Ethel Merman a gay icon then?
Why is Ethel Merman gay? It's a long story.
Okay. Because she too had a disco record. She also had a disco record.
But before she had a disco record, she was a gay icon because she was accepting of the gays when it wasn't popular. It's popular to do so. So like Cher, she became Dinah Shore. All these people that had left-leaning machinations were then sawing that. And the one member of the business people that wrote the song tried to say that the song was not about men critically. I'm saying, yeah, right, sir. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Amen. Also, my favorite disco record was by a little-known school teacher from Durham, North Carolina, named Anita Ward. You may know this little ditty called "Ring My Bell."
You can ring my
boom. Yep. Boom. Now that is not the anatomy of the song tonight.
Anytime, any place.
Get so carried away.
That's a song about asking somebody to come over and fuck you.
No, they live together. She's asking for the dick. She says, "Let me finish these dishes, and you can bend me over the counter."
I guess I got something else out of that song, but it is about fucking.
It is, but they are married or living.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
She's right. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, get it?
Yes.
But that is not the anatomy of a song. I picked the anatomy of a song tonight because this song interests me. This too is a remake, by the way.
Well, let's talk about some of the other albums in the year that might actually get us there, and then you can do your thing that I've been looking forward to it because I liked this song as a kid, which is weird. It was weird the amount of disco stuff that I liked as a child.
G-A-Y, go ahead.
No, it was not gay as a child. But you know what? Go ahead and do MacArthur Park, my friend. I'm curious. I can't wait to hear this.
Can you press the button for me because I don't know where it is?
You know it, my friend. I'll push the button.
Listen, but let me go ahead and push the button. I'll talk about MacArthur Park. Donna Summer's MacArthur Park had so many meanings. Summer spring was never waiting for us, dear. It ran one step ahead as we followed with the dance. Pause, 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 dramatic pause. What happened?
I'm ignorant as to how to do said dramatic
Just
pause.
keep it. No. Just keep it right there. The thing was pausing. It ran one step ahead, right? Okay. It followed in the dance. You know what I'm saying? The music builds. Everybody sniffing coke. Just follow along, right? So it's the strings. MacArthur Park is melting in the dark. All the sweet green icing is flowing down the proverbial cake. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I mean, I don't think I can ever take it. It took so long to bake it, and I will never have that recipe again. And she holds the note, and in her wonderful full falsetto, she holds the note until you're ready to, and then the music builds, and you hit that dance floor, and it's ha ha. I recall the yellow cotton dress, foaming like a wave on the ground beneath your knees, right? Just paint a picture here. The birds are like tender babies in your hands, and the old men playing checkers and chess by the trees. You know what I mean? MacArthur Park is melting in the dark. You know what I mean? You get it. All the sweet green icing is flowing down on this proverbial cake, right? Someone left the cake out in the rain. Always wanted to know who did that shit. I think that I can't take it because it took so long to bake it. Guess what, Randy? And I will never have that recipe again. She hits the note. She holds again. Homosexuals are twirling on the dance floor. It smells like sweat and desperation in the disco. And she comes back with that tender voice already. And she lets you know one more time what's going to happen. This dan, 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 and the music builds. But somehow it builds and gets softer at the same time. And then she goes back to the chorus because the car is melting in the dark. All the sweet green icing is flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. And I don't think I can take it because it took so long to bake it. And I will never have that recipe again. And she holds this motherfucking note until the queens pass out on the dance floor. Okay? Now, before you know it, you have a gaggle of queens sweating, trying to figure out where this cake is. And she, with her sweet, tender voice, is letting you know it took so long to make it. She don't think she could take it, but she will never have that recipe again. Ladies and gentlemen, Donna Summers, MacArthur Park. Thank you so much. Randy.
Yay. I have to tell you that I think you can't make that song bad no matter who covers that song. Clearly you're not going to sing it like her because her voice is freaking amazing. But
I hope I did not sing it at all.
Not you. I mean anyone, because that song has been remade quite a few times.
I've heard it fucked up. I have heard it.
It's the sentiment of that song. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's sad.
I've heard that song fucked up.
Really?
And I've heard it fucked up by someone very famous, someone who has a birthday coming up and a successful new album. And her name rhymes with Malala. Yeah, Malala. Yeah. So, Mr. Calvin, okay. He says, I love Ring My Bell. Me too.
Ring My Bell's dope song. Anytime, any place. Yeah, so
ring it, baby.
Every time we do this show, I hear a song a different way. So I appreciate that. Now I'm going to be listening to MacArthur Park.
MacArthur Park. And so Mr. Galvin says, LOL, it took so long. Is that the cake? A metaphor for it really thinking about leaving a cake in the rain. I think they were talking about cocaine.
Or douching.
I say cocaine.
Problem. I mean, wow.
What
mine is at least cleaner than, yeah, sure.
Go on.
Yeah. So thanks for that, G. That was a dope song. That lady has a fantastic voice, and we talked about her a lot. But I wanted to.
Peace, Donald Summer.
I want to give everybody an opportunity to know a little bit more. So we sort of put together a couple of albums that I think are going to help convey what to take away from tonight's disco. And we're going to do that with this week's Final Destination.
M3 Mixtape presents the Final Destination, where Randy and I kind of elaborate on tonight's topic of subject matter. And tonight we'll be delving into disco with the M3 Final Destination. Randy, if you would start with the first album upon our discussion.
Very first one up is going to be the Women and Sister Sledge. This album here is considered their breakthrough album. We Are Family, January 22nd, 1970. I'm 1979. Produced by Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards, of all people. There are 8 tracks on this album. Lost in Music. I love that song.
It's a great song.
He's the greatest dancer. God, dog.
Now that is my favorite song.
I love that pretty song.
Gucci, Fiorucci. I always should start his name. So that song, the interesting thing about that song, Randy, it was written for a well-known male escort that would cruise the discos of San Francisco, looking for the ladies and sometimes the men, maybe. I don't know how that goes. But
he's a gigolo.
Because he was the greatest dancer. And that's a great song.
Dude.
I love when they go Gucci, Fiorucci. Aha! Yeah.
The other notable song is We Are Family. Like, that's the one probably most.
I got all my sisters with me. Yeah.
But yeah, go by all means, go check out the Lost in Music is dope, and he's the greatest dancer. Let's talk about number 2. A woman who stole the whiz from Stephanie Mills. One, Diana Ross. Diana is her 11th studio album at this point. Let this sink in. Her 11th studio album, May 22nd, 1980. This is actually her best-selling album, Greg.
It is, I know. And guess what? It was 6 days before my 7th birthday.
Well, it's got 3 bangers on here. And she rode them all the way to popularity. My Piano, that's the only real Diana Ross song I really didn't love.
But it was a single.
It was a hit. It was a hit song. I'm Coming Out.
True story. My mother played this record at my 7th birthday party. True story.
All right.
Brand new. She bought it to play, and we had our Capone set. Remember Capone sets?
Yes.
Just like the Capone set. Yes, and I had a great Jello cake my Aunt Tina made.
Okay. Shout out to Aunt Tina.
Yeah, she's still with us. Absolutely. Go get out.
Interesting about this album, Diana Ross had heard Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards do their thing when she was at Studio 54. So she approaches them and she says to Nile, as he's quoted as saying that I wanted to change, right? I wanted to take my image and turn it upside down. That's where 2 songs on that album come from. Have Fun Again and Upside Down. The album was released with no lead single. It was literally out for 4 weeks. 4 weeks, no lead single. And then suddenly they decided to put Upside Down out as the lead single. It was in the 5th week that it was out, it was number 49. Later that summer, it's the number 1 song. I can't imagine launching an album without a lead single, but they were.
Now let me tell you something. But it is a song about a side chick. I mean, because she said upside down, boy, you're turning me inside out.
So right. The real confabulation, Greg, comes from the fact that a very prominent DJ heard some of the tracks from the album, and he told Diana Ross, girl, if you put this out, this is going to ruin your career. So she went back to Motown, and they re-engineered almost the entire album. She re-recorded her own vocals. So then they play it for Nile Rodgers and them, and they're like, this is not the album that we made. Like, you changed everything. It's literally what made them stop working with Motown, because they were originally unhappy with everything that was changed. And I believe they actually sued them. But Diana Ross wrote this album to success, so was she right for changing everything or leaving it the way Niles and company did it? We may never know.
We may never know.
We may never know. Because it worked out for her. Then here's this next album. We talked about Nile Rodgers and company. Is Chic. This album is Say Chic. It spawned the global hit. We talked about Late Freak. Not to mention I Want Your Love. Remember that song?
That is my jam. I want your love. I want your love.
But how about Dance? Dance. That was my jam. Keep on. It gave us Yowza. I want to boogie with you. I love that song. That album peaked at number 4 on Billboard album charts. It was on the album charts for after 11 weeks. And back in 1979.
Now, but the one thing that I could not, it was one thing I could not understand about Chic and like groups of the 70s, because at the same time the Commodores were finding success, and I'm sorry, Earth, Wind and Fire was finding success with Boogie Wonderland featuring the Emotions. What got me just in general about the 70s, these groups were huge.
Like 13, 15 people.
Yeah. Like George Clinton in Parliament.
The royalty checks were like 10 cents.
$2, I bet. $2. But I watched a documentary on Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah, I want to see that.
All these people, it was really good. They each member only made like $1,000 a week. That's like today's salary. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's sort of Off the Wall, which is the next album that we were talking about.
Now, we came to an impasse on this record.
And I love impasses. How do we pass it?
Because you are correct on half this record. Half this record is a disco, but I think the other side of the record with Boyfriend, Girlfriend,
more R&B,
She's Out of My Life, Burn This Disco Down. I think Quincy Jones denoted the end of the disco era. So, the beginning of the record begins the disco. It takes you through, because, and where it starts to change is, Got Me Working Day and Night. A true story about working day and night. That's the first time we heard of a 17-year-old Sheila E. on percussion.
I remember you mentioned that.
That the sound that you hear. Tick, 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 tick. She said, "Wait a minute, I got it." She went and got Coke bottles and filled with water. And Quincy said, "That's it. That is the sound that I want." That tick, 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 tick. Yeah, me working day and night. Those horns were the horns. Yeah. Those horns were the backing horns for Earth, Wind, and Fire. That makes perfect sense. Superlative. So when you get to the middle of the record, and then you get to one of Michael Jackson's, I love this song. It was popularized by Eddie Murphy. She's Out of My Life.
She's out of my life.
Right. And then Eddie Murphy made fun of it in Raw. He goes, "Tito, hand me a tissue." Yeah, right. And it's so amazing. This album solidified Michael Jackson as an adult.
It reintroduced him to everybody, right? I'm not a teen kid.
It solidified him as an adult because at the beginning of the album starts off doom 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 doom, and it's whoa, and it's off to the races. And in the next 20 years, Michael Jackson could not be stopped.
This was his fifth album. You had a prolific career with your family, and then it took your fifth album for you to find that niche from going from poppy kid group with your family to your own person. The album is stated on the top 10 for 8 months. It was the best-selling album of 1980. To this day, it has sold over 20 million albums.
And I love when people rediscover things, and they rediscover this, just like they're discovering hits by MJ now because of the popularity of the movie. This is an album that is timeless, and Patty Austin is on this record. And Quincy Jones did his big one on this one. The instrumentation, the horns, the symphony.
It's a big record. It occupies space. The thing you took away from the movie is the sound, right? Like they were big on filling the room with sound. Like that's what Mike wanted to do, to push it ever so off. And that's what you do. You turn this album on, it literally fills the whole. I wonder what it sounds like in a club.
Oh, amazing!
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Amazing. They have in Brooklyn once a year. They do it all the time, but I think around his birthday, it's a club in Brooklyn that they play all of his albums. And I went last time I was in New York. I went to the birthday celebration for Mike Jack, and it was to hear those songs in stereo and in full phonic sound. But a lot of artists were like that. Bruce Springsteen records like that. Whether you like the music or not, but it's all. Prince was a big fan. He would call, I think Salvador Domingo was this guy who directed symphonies and stuff. And Prince always called him after he recorded because he wanted full. I think
interesting.
If these artists want and notice extremely popular artists recorded that. Madonna, who we'll talk about in one hot second, records that way. Whether you hate what she's recorded or not, it's very full. Beyonce records that way. I think people that record that way, Dua Lipa.
Love Dua Lipa. She's going to feature her on the show.
And there's a reason why you love Dua Lipa.
Because
Dua Lipa records like a great should in full.
She's good at using earworms for songs that are already in your brain and turning them into something else.
Well, and then she can actually sing.
She can actually sing. She's bad at picking husbands, but she can sing. She picked a movie star to be her husband, and that sort of brings us to the last album that we have for tonight, the original soundtrack from Saturday Night Fever. Attica. You got to watch the movie. It'll make sense. This movie, like I said, 1977. So in November 15, 1977 is when it came out. This was the best-selling album in music history until Michael Jackson's Thriller came out.
Yeah.
Over 40 million copies sold worldwide, certified platinum over 16 times. It spent 24 weeks on the top of the charts and 120 weeks on the top of Billboard's album charts. That's insane. That's insane to have that much of an impact, but that's how big, a testament to the Bee Gees. Like, I freaking love them. Shout out to them. One thing about Off the Wall, in retrospect, because you mentioned it, it's at the time it was considered Black album, R&B album. It took some time for folks to actually sit with it and literally understand that this is probably a top tier entry in the realm of disco. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, those songs quintessential. They would be number one off the album, and then Off the Wall and She's Out of My Life, like you mentioned, those would be in the top 10. So I think Mike was in his bag with that, and I'm pretty sure Quincy was too. But those were the top 5 albums that I think we could come up with that will give you an idea of what disco music had to offer, the best of disco, short of a compilation album. Sure, those 5 specifically. Hey, Greg,
I mean,
what
you have? Well, honorable mentions. I'm sorry. So
Well, that's
honorable
what I asked you.
mentions
What do you think?
would be. Well, we can't. There was Millie Jackson, and there was entries by Pat LaBelle and LaBelle. There were the Sister Sledge. There was the Jones Girls with solidified hits like Nights Over Egypt. Nights Over Egypt.
That was that weird video.
Nights Over Egypt. Yeah. But that kind of, it was mostly disco, but it was really R&B, and it did the transition thing as it was supposed to do. And then we definitely cannot forget Prince came in on the tail end of that, and stuff like "I Want to Be Your Lover" was definitely.
Oh yeah, very
disco.
much so. You can hear the horns and everything. What about Shaka
There
Khan
were
and
no
Rufus?
horns. There were no horns. And
Okay, I don't listen to Prince, so I was trying to be
I know.
included, and then you
But
stepped
Rufus-
on that. Thanks. I'll never try that again. I will never try to include myself in a Prince conversation because we know I don't really care for the short brother.
Well, Rufus and Shaka Khan gave a performance in the 70s that was not quite disco, but it was written by Stevie Wonder, and it was "Tell 'Em Something Good."
Okay,
was written by the great Stevie Wonder, and so, but Shaka came along with "I Am Every Woman" and changed the game for females. You know, at that time with that recording, it was
their album Master Jam.
Yeah, it was a massive.
It's still a hit to this day.
It was a massive pop hit. It was a feminist mantra, if you will. But then, lastly, you know, we cannot. Artists like Stephanie Mills took us from disco to R&B. Luther Vandross took us from disco with
Peter Brown.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
Luther Vandross, what disco song are you thinking with Luther?
So Luther Vandross was with a group. No, Luther Vandross was with a group before he was solo. And oh my God, what was the name of the damn group? Before you said what you were going to say, I had it in my head. But anyway, so Luther was with a group. They did it like a Change was the group that Luther was in. Change. And they had a really big hit that was kind of that was kind of disco R&B, you know. But black artists led disco and they led the transition. Now the 80s, we'll get into that. We'll get into the 80s later, but the 80s came in with really, really deep synthesizer, and the music was really canned and poppy, and we'll get into stuff like a New Attitude and stuff like that. But what you got, Randy? We got to do a top 10, don't we? Let's go. No, you look sad. No.
Yeah, so I actually liked Peter Brown's "Dance With Me" song. It's got very questionable lyrics, which I think a lot of the music back then had, but it was the melody for me. Again, like I mentioned,
I think that was kind of niche, but go ahead.
Actually, "Dance With Me" would go on to be number 2, and then "Do You Want to Get Funky" went on to be as high as number 3. So 2 hits, Mr. Peter Brown. So yeah. Speaking of other people who had hits, the Billboard, like I mentioned at the top of the show, was going up and going down. Let's take a look and see, according to Billboard's Hot 100, who's in the top 10 and who's mad.
This is the Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 for the week dated July 11th. Bruno Mars is back in the top 10. Drop Dead falls to number 9. Dracula climbs to a new number 8 high. Ariana Grande is still at 7. Ella and Morgan are up to 6.
I can't love you anymore.
Man I Need returns to the top 5. Drake moves upward to 4.
Like how long you been running the streets for real?
Locked at 3 is Be Her.
I just wanna be hurt. I just wanna be hurt so bad.
So is Taylor at number 2.
I knew it, I knew you.
And Ella's third song in the top 10 spends a 12th week at number 1.
Drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell.
If you want more Billboard, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified on all our latest videos.
Listen, I know you have so much to say, My goodness, I can only wait.
I've fallen in love with "I Just Might" by Bruno Mars. It took a few weeks, but that's my jam. That's my jam. I love it.
I think that album is so phoned in.
I haven't heard the bulk of the album, but that song, I don't know. I'd asked you about it like last week. I was like, I think I just might like this song, and I absolutely do. I don't know. The Dracula song, it's up to number 8. I don't get it.
That's my jam.
I know. I tried, man. How about Raising Country? That's just up to number 6 now. Yay, love it. I knew it was going to do well. It's
that's a record company song.
I don't get it, bro.
That's
the
a
Colonizer. He's up and down the countdown. He's going to live in the top 10 for the rest of the year. Is that what's going to be off that one fuck song that just keeps slingshotting up and down? I don't get it. And then Ella Langley, 12 non-consecutive number 1s for Choosing Texas. Is that algorithm or is it just a really good song?
It's algorithm.
Okay. I don't think I've ever been anywhere where I've heard it playing, so I don't know.
Nope. Let me tell you, that's record company shit, but let me tell you something. Who's gonna come knock her out? Shabuzi. That is my prediction.
So we talked about this. Outside of the 20, number 19, Spin That by Young Miami. I like that song. Spin that shit. I'm telling you. I like that song.
Let me tell you, where all my scamming, I'm telling you.
I dig it.
The best thing that ever could have happened to her was motherfucking NDRE talking shit about that song.
Okay,
it's
I dig it.
The best thing that could happen because I won't pay any no motherfucking attention.
Oh, really?
I was not. I mean, I like her.
Good beat. Good hook.
Where my scamming, oh man. And we all know some scamming ninjas.
PayPal much. Number 15, Homewrecker by a group
I don't even
Somber.
use Cash App no more fucking around with scamming that,
Homewrecker is on number 15 on the charts. A group by Somber, SOMBR. Check that out. It's pretty dope. It's fun, very poppy. Number 12, Boston. I had mentioned this young lady to you, Stella Lefty.
Love her.
Her father is the Groupon billionaire, and she's getting a lot of hate like online right now because they're calling her stuff like Nepo baby or industry plant. As far as country music goes, I don't know how to feel, but I dug the song Boston that she has out. I dug that song. I wasn't hating on it.
Get it?
Yeah. Nepo babies in music. I mean, I guess they got to be somewhere, right? I mean,
I always tell people, if you want your favorite song to appear on the top 10, stream it. Call your homies, y'all stream it. That's the only way you're gonna beat the record company.
Be a fucking icon and then do this. I'm just gonna casually drop my 10th number 1 album.
So let me just tell you, just in case you can't read, Madonna achieves 10th number 1 album on Billboard 200 with Confessions 2. Guess who is the only other person that did that? Beyonce. So congratulations to Queen Mother. And she is Queen Mother.
Let's go, Madge. Let's go. Good for you.
We could go Queen Mother. You are 68, mama. 68. Do your big one. I don't care what that motherfucking album sounded like, Randy.
I heard 2 songs. I didn't really like it.
Well, it's not terrible. It's not great. But listen. Bitch, you the only bitch you outliving all. It's you and motherfucking Elton John. Live on,
Springsteen.
Queen. Live on, Queen.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta tell you. Share, y'all just do it. Bitch, you full of plastic. Your hip hurt. Mine do too. Bitch, do it. Do it,
right.
Bitch. Do it. Just do it. Do it, Madge. Do it. So, Randy, my quick Madge story is sometimes when good artists make bad shit, I absolutely love the soundtrack to Evita. Her version.
Okay. I was working at the movies when that came out, so I own the CD. It came with the swag stuff they sent over to us.
God.
Yeah.
Hello and goodbye is my shit. Hello and goodbye. I just unemployed you.
Yeah.
Back to school. You had a good run. I'm sure he enjoyed you. Next week here on M3. Go ahead.
Every time I would walk into the movie to do theater checks, they were singing, and I was like, "How am I this lucky that they're always singing?" So I asked the person when they came out, and they were like, "There's only like 11 spoken words in the whole movie." It's like it's all singing. It's like, wow,
it's all singing.
It's like, that's crazy.
All singing. And my little black ass, I was every bit of 20 something,
24 probably. 25.
Yeah, so I would have to, Randy, I would have to go sneak off to the movies and go see it alone because I, super gay.
Yeah. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Super gay.
Speaking of super gay, Greg.
This is how I feel whenever a straight man thinks I like him.
I don't like that demon. I don't see you.
Yuck.
I don't like that demon.
I
don't see you.
Hey, yo, pause. These niggas really got gall. Got me shocked to Paul. Think I wanna get involved. That's cute. Thought that I was looking at you. Now you with your boys. Now you acting brand new. And it was him. That was just in my DM. Heart eyes vanish mode. Hit me in the PM. Hey, bitch nigga, I ain't wanna slay him. But I had to. Now it's silence from the lamb.
I don't like that demon.
I don't like that.
I don't see you.
I don't.
I don't like that.
Bitch.
I don't see you.
No homo. These niggas really got FOMO. You gay on a dating app with no photo. I'm gay and I'm on TV. I'm like Logo. I'm a friend of Dorothy, bitch. I'm like Toto. Do you even wash your ass right? Or do you even move your hands like this? Kitty kit kit, you don't gotta be famous, but you gotta speak the language, truly. I don't like that. I don't see you. I don't know, it's good. Should I make that a full song?
Yeah, it's interesting because I have a friend at work that I had talked about this with actually, and it's funny when straight men know you're gay, they have two feelings. Don't ever hit on me. Or, why don't you hit on me? We're like men, just not every man. Definitely not you, man. Yeah, and then did you know that this man was still alive and kicking?
Who's that guy? Had his head so high, eyes real wide like the runaway bride. Each and every movie he played the nice guy. You can hear him spit, but they say the price high. Why? Cause you know I'm kicking facts and I would never lie. A brother thought he'd live forever and would never die. We would sever ties with those that stay forever high. Coming from Queens, where they get the money every time.
I guess there's life without play, huh? What you think of that? I asked. Yeah, buddy, that's about right. All right, so I wanted to say rest in power to James Earl Jones and to Bonnie Tyler. You guys were a part of people my age's childhood, so thank you.
James Earl Jones been dead for a minute.
I love James Earl Jones, and I wanted to say that I miss the people who I've missed. And Bonnie Tyler was a person I liked her. I didn't realize how much I did until she was gone. Did that happen to you? Sometimes. Walk of Fame is cool, but it's not cheap. I learned that.
No, so let me just tell you. I have a connection with Totally Eclipse of the Heart. I do. I just turn it around, bright. It
hit me differently. It was weird. I didn't
I
realize
think
it.
it's so we're at that age where our childhood has died. So that's kind of what it is.
But that's why I mentioned the two of them, because it wasn't until they died I was like, wow, I didn't realize it. Check out Q, Paranoia, and Tiny Desk if you get a chance. The song No Brainer. Greg, what disco album that we covered was your favorite?
Nothing that we covered.
Nothing we covered. Which one would be?
Well, I listen, homie. We just don't, I think we left out tracks. We left out Rick James. We left out. The Martha Wash.
I like Martha Wash.
We left out. And the reason that I mention these things because at some point we're gonna do a show on house music, and they carried these people on their backs, so we could do the boom cat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You have songs like French Kiss, and
love that
the Whistle Song by Frankie Knuckles, and all these songs were direct descendants of Chic, and all of those people. So I am truly a music person, and I want to give you all a little behind the scenes. Randy and I have knockout dragouts. It's amazing that we still remain friends after we finish. Because we do.
It's
because
art. Subjective.
It is, but we see things very differently in the art world. Mm-hmm. And I am a little less feeling about it. I'm a little more pragmatic about music. My musical tastes are very pragmatic. I'm very, to quote Randy MC, I'm very beats in the rhyme. You know what I mean? Okay. That's the best way I could put it. Like if you putting down some shit, and like I don't care where you got your initial inspiration from. That's not my concern, and because that's what those rap. So I don't understand. Rap is the only genre that we shit on the new artist for taking inspiration from an old artist. You're supposed to. You're supposed to sound like somebody. You're supposed to be influenced by somebody.
That part.
You're supposed to be influenced by Heavy D, Run DMC, Kool Mo D, Coogee Rap and Polo, Nice and Smooth. I mean,
we're doing a rap show, I do, because
Gangstar
preaching right now.
You know what I mean? Gangstar. Right, and that is the only fucking genre when a motherfucker get old, you can no longer make music. Let me tell you something. I am not.
You got Willie Nelson on the road still making music.
Yeah, and I am not a member of the Beehive, and I'm not a Madonna fan. But let me tell you what I am a fan of. That these women are over 40, over 50. Some of them are over 60, and they are making new, relevant music. That is important to me. Jill Scott, over 50, making new and relevant music, busting the charts wide open. Busting it wide open. And all you got to do, and they got built-in fan bases.
That's true. They're known IP, so yeah.
Yeah, you got your own shit. And so let me tell you something. If you got something to say about somebody's music and you don't like it for whatever reason, make your own. Make your own.
Do better than they did if you want to prove you can do better.
I always tell people always shit on BET. Oh, the BET Awards. Make you a fucking award show. See how I go down. Huh?
Well, before we leave America, the tantalized to wait till next week, Greg.
Sure.
Say something sweet to America.
Dear white people, I'm not sure what the end game is. It's gonna be all right. Peace.
I'm my co-host, the talented Mr. Drayton. It's me, Randy. Follow us on all of our socials at the names you see down below. Like the video.
You forgot Mita.
I always forget the Mita because it's me, Randy. He makes me do the Mita and the damn eyebrow. Thank you for sticking around. Like the video if you dug it. See you guys next week. That's Mixtape, baby.
Wait a minute.